Hi everybody. Thank you for clicking this link and welcome to my presentation on how I attempted to become a better leader through the practice of flexibility and inclusivity. When choosing a better community project or a better me project, everyone has their own reasons for choosing the one they do. I was going to do originally a better community project, but a better me project became the better option after considering a variety of factors. These include variety. I had a number of projects I was either working on or getting ready to start working on at the time, and being able to combine them all plus a couple more developed just for this project was honestly convenient. The other one was control. In the project I was going to do, there were a number of factors outside of my control, and there always are factors outside of your control, but some of the steps require the participation of other people, and as you'll see on the next slide, there turned out to be an issue with one of the people I was going to work with. So the Better Community project would have fallen through, but with the Better Me project, I could pivot. The other one was a consideration for other people's privacy. The way Better Community projects are uh, tracked, there were people who would need to provide evidence who were willing, but I had a desire to be less intrusive into their lives. So ultimately, I went with the Better Me project. And as happened, there was an issue with AmeriCorps. I was going to be laying mulch with AmeriCorps as part of a larger project of fixing up various parts of the low ropes course at my local Girl Scout camp. The first steps of the project went through, AmeriCorps bowed out. And in the end, this became a lesson for me because I wanted to help. I wanted to be someone who could help create opportunities for the Girl Scouts in my area out at camp. And I learned to listen to the people who knew the camp better. They knew which projects needed done and which projects really didn't need done yet. And as a result of this experience and reaching out to the experts, I've been able to become a more regular volunteer at camp doing the projects the experts say need done. And leadership is very often about listening. And this was a lesson in listening for me. The project, there were 5 parts to the project, as there are with every Better Me, Better World project. The first one was the challenge of learning some dairy-free recipes. I was recently diagnosed with a dairy allergy and was having trouble navigating some foods, and I thought I could learn some recipes and post them and help other people who were in this situation or who would be in the future. Some of the skills I employed were learning from others, being flexible, and valuing inclusivity. Because if you don't value inclusivity, you don't plan recipes for people with food allergies. For the emotional part of the challenge, I was going to do I was going to commit to doing a series of crafts. And even though I like to do crafts, I trying to do so for a goal other than just doing them was actually negatively affecting my mental health, which shows everyone's going to respond to different ideas differently. And while there are people who would absolutely benefit from, committing to taking up a hobby, I learned I was not one of those people. So I know now when I'm helping people in the future to present several different options and to listen to them. I did find a really cool app for mental health called the Finch app, which I have recommended to some people and they seem to like also. Okay. The ethical challenge, this one changed the least from conception to execution. I completed the YWCA's 21-day challenge and the GSUSA/GSNAO Social Justice Seeker Challenge. Both of those challenges were focused on learning to fight racism, sexism, bigotry of all sorts, and to recognize some of the issues which often become hidden if you're not faced with them every day. I learned a lot. I think those kinds of programs are very good for up and coming leaders. For physical development, my goal was to complete a marathon I started working on already for the CCFA, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation for America. They were running, they still are running DIY marathons where you choose your goal and how you complete your goal and try to fundraise. And I started out biking, ran into a minor health problem, switched to walking, caught COVID, and had to keep changing how I was following through with my goals. But I did. And I learned to be flexible with myself. I went into this believing I would learn to be more flexible with others. And I learned to be flexible with myself as well. The Service to Others section was helping to improve my local Girl Scout camp's low ropes course. And in so doing, I also learned how to be the volunteer needed at the time. Here are some pictures. This is all about flexibility. This is where I started working on the low ropes course, and this is one of the most recent projects I was able to help with, putting together picnic tables. This is how far I got on my bike before I had to switch tactics, and this is the completed marathon chart. Over here we have one of the crafts I was able to complete and to be honest, at this point I had already decided forcing the crafting wasn't the best idea, but this is one I was able to complete, and this is my most recent achievement from the Finch app. Yeah, how it started and how it's going. Inclusivity, here's a screenshot from the blog post I wrote about learning different recipes for milk allergies. This is the setup for one of the experiments, the one about mashed potatoes. There are different milks, and some milks will trigger other allergies. Some won't. You kind of have to go with your best judgment and your own personal needs. If I am cooking for people, I will be sure to manage as many allergies as possible. Okay, here are two screenshots from the GSNEO Social Justice Seeker Challenge, and one from the YWCA challenge, 21-day challenge. I recommend both programs. These are the two different ways they showed participants their completion. Because team means everybody. There's going to be a lot of people, and you have to work with everyone. This is where the SWOT comes in. There were a number of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats encountered in this project. Right now, I'd like to focus on the opportunities because a lot of the project changed between inception and completion, and I thought I was going to be, I was going to be a leader. I was going to be more flexible with other people and learn to be a better leader by being more flexible with other people. In the end, I learned the leader is also part of the team, and you have to learn to be flexible with yourself in order to learn to be truly flexible with others and to meet everybody's needs, because they're going to be varied, they're going to come up, and the first person you learn to listen to sometimes is yourself. This is where I'd like to start this hashtag a part, not apart. As leaders, we sometimes think of ourselves as separate from the team we're leading. We're not. We are part of the team. And a team works best when everyone is listening to each other and working with each other and understanding each other and coordinating with each other. We are learning to be leaders, and there does often need to be somebody a little bit in charge. There's perhaps somebody more knowledgeable about the topic, but we have to remember we're not separate from the team we're leading. We are in this group. We are in this community. So I'd start the hashtag a part, not apart. When you are leading a group, include everyone, listen to everyone, be as flexible as you can, find as many compromises as you can, and you can practice this by listening to yourself and being flexible when your own circumstances demand. This is the lesson I've learned through this project. Thank you for listening, and absolutely wonderful